We came to Bronx NY in the year 2010 and we stayed there almost 2 years. And when my sister and my mother came to NY, Bronx, and it was difficult time for us because my mom, she has Alzheimer, and my sister, she is having like a physical and mental disabled, and it is very difficult to stay over there. And I was wondering, I was looking for a nice place and comfortable place for them. And I went to Harrisburg and like Ohio and many places. Finally, I found this Scranton is almost like my country. It's like all mountains, like a valley, city, and 3 hospitals and like a 3 university nearby. And I think this country is almost like my country. So if I move here, maybe my family, they will become safe and they become happy. So that makes me to move over here. This is Scranton.
As we visited, we saw like the top of the Scranton view and everything, and it just reminded me of even in Nepal we used to have all those things. And I've never been to Bhutan officially, but he says a lot of stories of being there. So it just and New York in Bronx, like as soon as you get outside, it's like crowded. So many people were there, and it was not safe for my grandma. So as soon as we came here, we felt like this could be our community. I was born and raised in refugee camp in Kudnavari camp. I had almost 12 years of my experience there, and I was living there. It was like the houses were made of mud. We didn't have our own house. We were sharing, and then in front of our houses there were other houses. It was crowded place, and then we used to get a rice and vegetables monthly, and we had to do all those things, and we had to walk to the schools. But I had many friends when I was there, even though it was so crowded, and then I didn't had no internet, no phone, no light. I was shocked when I came to New York, and then there was 24 hours light. I was shocked.
For me, it was during 1990 when the government Bhutan persecuting people, and we left the country in 1990 and we came to refugee camp in Kudnavari. And it was so heartbroken situation because we left all our property, house, everything without a penny, And we came to refugee camp. We stay under the house made up of plastic and the bamboo, more than decades over there. And we tried to go back to country several times. It was like a bilateral talk between government and two government almost 7 times. Unfortunately, Bhutan government denied the process to back to Bhutan. And what happened finally, US government launched over there, and we signed that voluntary migration form. We moved here in Scranton almost in 2012, and we started our I was naturalized in 2014 over here, and since there we started we formed a non-profit business in 705 Eastern Avenue. That name is Bhutanese Cultural Foundation of Scranton Association. We started business since there, and we started our ESL class, English class, Nepali class, dance class. Is all free of cost to everybody else. And I also bought my house over here. Some people thought that refugees neglected people, they can do nothing, but it is not choice for us to become a refugee. We became a political refugee. So we used to have our landlord. We are landlord. We have too many all our properties. But even then, we became a political refugee. So it is not choice to become a refugee over here. But we did so much struggle to live over here. We organized classes. We go through all the procedure, and now we naturalize. Still, we are working. We are fighting for our seniors, our elders. We are conducting classes. And we are requesting help from all agencies for educate our people, because the education is a key factor for all development. So we are not working only for the Bhutanese, we are working for everybody else, all needy people. So now all the Bhutanese, we are working for the people, for the poor people, not for the rich people. We need more help from the city for the ESL classes. and there are many vacant houses in Scranton. So if they give any like a funding and renovate those houses, and and those house, we can our people, they can use the old houses, so they can pay taxes, and that money goes to city.
We still need like support and help because we are like not like majority of the population. We are in like a minority, like 10% of the people, so we still need to be looked at and saying, are you guys doing well? Do you guys need anything going on? And just some like direction to, you guys can do this, you guys can do that, would be like really helpful from the city.
It was 2019. I host one program in our center. I host one homeless program in our center, and there were almost like more than 50 homeless people. We give like food, clothing on that day for the homeless, and on that day I think I was a refugee. One day we used to, and the all agency people, they like Caritas, UNHCR, they used to give like food to us, And today I am here in good shape. Now I am giving like a food and clothing to the homeless people over here, and I was so shocked. And some of the homeless, they were veteran, I was so, my heart was broken. They born over here, they fight to protect the America, and now they are homeless. This is heartbroken for me. And I gave food, clothing for the homeless people on that day over there, and it was my history for my life. We want to work hard, we want to pay the taxes, we want to work for the people.
The community did really attract me to stay here, because I mean coming here and like getting like a citizenship and being called an American, it's a big deal, because like being born in Nepal and I had no Nepali citizenship, and then like that just like felt like I had no identity like of my own. So when like I got a citizenship here, then I just like thought like how broad the world is. I can go around saying I'm like American citizen, even though like my color doesn't like just broadcast that I'm like American citizen.
If we make our house strong, and we need to make our community strong. If we make our community strong, we can make our like city strong, and if we make our city strong, we can make our state strong. If the state is grown up in nicely, only nation can build up and achieve goal.